Yeah, we don't do it for the name that's on the back. We just do it for the logo on the front. All that clout chasing, we don't run with that. We just put the whole squad on the hunt. Yeah, we bleed for the shield, never for the self. True success ain't the trophy on the shelf. It's the logo on the front, not the name on the back. Yeah, we stay on attack.
I'm Dr. Cassie Preston. My job as a mental performance coach is to help elite athletes just like you to consistently perform at your capabilities. But in order to do that, you need to reliably get in the zone. The problem is, like most athletes, you spend too much time in your own head, worrying, overthinking, and are doubting yourself. This can be frustrating and discouraging because you've put in all this work to develop your physical abilities. Your mindset is causing you to underperform. Now, I understand that working on your mindset can be difficult and confusing. There's so much cliche advice out there like, don't worry about it and just be positive, which might be the mental states you want to achieve, but it's not the how-to. In fact, this fluffy cookie cutter advice often makes things worse. Instead, what you need to do is challenge the status quo and think differently about success and failure. That's why I wrote the best-selling book, Mindset First, to provide athletes like you a repeat and reliable way to win the mental game. I share the concise and practical strategies I use to help professional athletes be at their best day in and day out. This book will help you break free from the weight of results so you can stop spending so much time in your own head and start playing with confidence so you can perform when it matters most. And most importantly, I promise you this, by reading this book and working on your mental game, you're going to have a heck of a lot more fun along the way.
It's the final game on day 2 of the 2026 Continental Clash here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Good evening, everyone. Thomas Mercy. Glad to be with you for the final game here on day 2 in Montreal. And it should be a dandy between the Montreal Kings as today they take on Team Finland. Our first time getting to see the Finns here on ice pad number 1. They come in with a record of 1-2 and will serve as the home team for this contest. Well, the Montreal Kings, you can flip Finland's record. They have a 2-1 record to their name. Their only loss so far in the tournament came yesterday against the no longer undefeated Connecticut Rangers. That was a 6-2 final, but Montreal was victorious earlier today, 7-3 over Steinhaus. Well, for Team Finland, they won their first game of the tournament against first-class British Columbia 4-1, but then since then have been outscored 15-3 in their previous 2 games, losing 7-0 to first-class Alberta to close out day 1 yesterday, and earlier today losing 8-3 to Quebec's Elite Warriors. So Finland looking for a big pushback here today to close out our day 2 coverage of the Continental Clash in Montreal. We'll step out for another break. When we come back, first period puck drop. It's Finland and Montreal to close out day 2 of the Continental Clash on the World Sports Broadcasting Network.
Do you want to develop an unshakable level of self-confidence? Then check out my best-selling book, Mindset First. It provides a concise and practical way for athletes just like you to win the mental game.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't do it for the name that's on the back. We just do it for the logo on the front. All that clout chasing, we don't run with that. We just put the whole squad on the hunt. Yeah. Yeah, we bleed for the shield, never for the self. True success ain't the trophy on the shelf. It's the logo on the front, not the name on the back. Yeah, we stay on attack. Let the
Back here at the Pierrefond Sports Complex in Montreal, as we're just moments away from first period puck drop in our final game of day 2. Finland taking on the Montreal Kings Academy in both teams' second and final games of day 2. Finland will serve as home team for this one, wearing their blue jerseys with gray shoulders, while the Montreal Kings Academy will be wearing their road whites. Officials making their way to the ice, which means we're almost set to go for this one. Supporters from Finland also on hand, much like Tordan of Sweden. And this should be a real fun one to wrap up day 2, as Finland looking to improve their record to 2-2, while the Montreal Kings Academy looking for a 3-1 record after 4 games of competition. And we're almost ready to go for the opening face-off, as both teams will get final instruction. We'll go over the starting goaltenders in just a moment. As Finland prepares themselves for a practically must-win game here today. If they're down 1-3 heading into tomorrow's action, that could spell disaster for their chances of playing in the playoff round. Looks like getting the start today for Finland. Leino Mecklin will get the call between the pipes for the Finns. And on the Montreal side, Johnny Gritzis will get the go-ahead for Montreal. Both teams are ready to go as Benjamin Karhu will take the opening draw for Finland. He'll square up with Jaden Lalonde. And the puck is officially dropped, and we are underway. The final game of day 2 here at the Pierre Fond. Glad you can be joining us here on your Wednesday evening. Played through the middle. Liam Roy with an early chance for Montreal. He'll skate it in. Roy is in, backhanded, just wide of the goal. Brought back up by Noel Ahola. Ahola able to send it deep, and he'll chase after it. Cycled in front. Looking there for Karhu. That one blocked. Another chance for Finland. Sempu Moisio. Back behind the Montreal goal now. Collecting it, Olivier Desjardins. Pass to the middle, intercepted by Karhu. Karhu taken into the boards. Collected again by Finland. Ahola shoots, that one just goes wide. Good look again there from Finland as we're a minute deep. Ahola picks up a broken play, he'll skate it in. Ahola will shoot, deflecting off a stick. Up and out of play. Minute 12 deep into the contest. Special hello to all those tuning in across Quebec and from Finland as well.
Looks really dark, that's why I left.
What's that? And the face-off won by Montreal. Around the boards, Eli Piernis cannot maintain possession for Finland. Here come the Kings the other way. Across the line, it's Tyler Paquette driving in tight, wraparound opportunity, but couldn't get it to the front of the goal. Now a turnover broken up by Milo Pasika. Pasika able to play it just to center, a couple bodies colliding, and now here goes Baltazar Brynjarsen. He'll take his man in, that's Ryan Sheason, but cleared over to the opposite corner. Approaching 2 minutes gone here in the opening period of play. Christian Gallup not able to send it up the wing, so back to get it behind the net is Sheason. Hill rimmed around the boards for Alexis Rendon, and now it's Manu Haikola. Haikola across the line now for Elis Manninen. Manninen able to find Haikola, who tries to weave through. That's broken up. Vetalainen from the line. That one also blocked. Back on it is Atos Manninen. Manninen backhands it behind the goal. Looking to read it, Joel Rantanen. Tied up along the wall here with 12:15 to go in the period. And Montreal will break it to the blue line. Brought ahead on a good move by Alec Bouchard. Bouchard driving in on the backhand. Tried to tuck it past Leino Mecklin. He registers his first save of the game. To the line, but not held in by Montreal. Back on it, Bouchard. Quickly across and right back up the middle for Jackson Danton. Gets us across the line. Danton powering towards the net. Gets a little bit of help. That shot deflecting just wide. Finland looking to come back the other way. Benjamin Karhu up now for Sampo Moisio. Moisio spun inside out. Picked up again by the Kings. They cut through and dump it in. Good work by the defense of the Kings. That was Sio Pare that got it up and out. Quick tap play by Gabriel Manette. Now collected by Ahola. Hopefully I'm saying that name correctly. He's back into the neutral zone. Puck deflected. As that one was touched by Rakan Boras of Quebec. Pass by Manu Haikala. Intended for Ahola, was just out of his reach. Broken play at the blue line as Manette just able to strike it back to the neutral zone. 10:40 to go in the first period as we await our first goal of the evening. Through the middle, Desjardins for Montreal. Throws towards the net. Leno Mecklin kicks that one away. Back the other way come the Finns. Across the line, it's Baltazar Brynjarsen. Shot coming. Good job there by the Montreal netminder, Johnny Gritzis, his first registered save of the evening. Montreal coming the other way as trying to stick handle their way through. Picked up now by Christian Gallup with a falling shot. That one just goes wide as we're a third of the way through the period. Unable to collect it is Brynjarsen as he'll head to the bench. Shot on goal. Another save for Leno Mecklin. Now here's a breakaway opportunity for Quebec. It's Gallup! Denied. Rebound try. Leno Mecklin gets that one too. .9:34 left to go in the first period. We remain scoreless in the early ongoings. The face-off won by Quebec. Thrown to the line, good passing here to set up Ryan Chiasson, who lets it fly. Leno Mecklin just got a piece of it. Back behind the net, wrapped in front, picked up by the Finns, and they will clear it through. Pass to the middle by Antos Manninen. Quebec looking to get it out again. Clear off the boards, but not out. Now it's moved out. Jackson Danton, 2-on-1 along with Bouchard. Bouchard's in! And Leno Mecklin with a good stop. Keeping it scoreless here in the first period with 9:01 left to go. Face-off coming to the right of Leno Mecklin. It's won by Finland, but Quebec will get possession. At least for now. Karu in there for the Finns trying to take it free. Montreal still on the attack. Jaden Lalonde now on a backhand. And Leno Mecklin somehow got a piece of that. Thrown across. Here's Lalonde again. He scores! Jaden Lalonde! And Montreal strikes first here in period number 1. A perfect tuck in by Jaden Lalonde, and the Montreal Kings get the first goal of the contest, and it is 1-0 in favor of Montreal. Now a turnover and a quick shot. Big stop early from Johnny Gritzis on a Montreal Kings defensive turnover. Face up to the right of Gritzis. It is won by Montreal. To the boards, Karu. Digging into the wall. Pass comes back to the line, and Heinola can't hold it in. Now here goes Christian Gallup. Gallup, great pass in front! And the Kings unfortunately cannot finish it off. A good look, though, for Tyler Paquette in tight. Thrown across. Paquette. Into the corner, stripped of the puck by Sampo Moisio. And now here come the Finns, 3-on-2 the other way. Centering pass almost broken up, but recollected by Haikala. Haikala in with his man Moisio. The shot went wide. Picked up by Montreal, but not out of the zone. Piernes holds it in. Piernes not able to maintain possession. Here goes Christian Gallup again. Gallups in, protects on the left-hand side halfway through the first now. Finland down 1-0. Here is Finland now with the puck. Piernes stretched pass to the middle, trying to sprint it forward there for Baldassar Brynjardsson, but broken up. Now here's Jackson Den the other way who shoots. Just getting a piece of it is Joa Leino Mecklin. Recollected long-range shot, and Leino Mecklin has got that too. He'll hold on with 7 minutes left in period 1. Jaden Lalonde from Gabriel Manette and Liam Roy get the first and only goal for Montreal so far. At 8:38, it's a 1-0 Kings lead. Face-off win for Finland that time around. Played to the left wing. Now through the middle for Atos Manninen. Manninen throws it on goal, easily pushed away by Gritsas. Cheasson back into the corner. Montreal trying to clear it out, but Manninen keeps it alive for Finland. Back on it is Sio Pare. Here goes Pare into the zone. Pare looking for the toe drag shot, redirected up and out of play. And the faceoff as a result will come to the left of Leino Mecklin. Jaden Lalonde, the goal scorer for Montreal, will take this draw. Facing off against Benjamin Karu. And it is won by the Finns. Manu Haikala. Up the left wing for Karu. Karu's in, powering through, along with Ahola, who takes a shot. That one blocked. Loose on the side. As Finland trying to reset with 6 to go in the period. All the way back comes Montreal, powering to the net! Oh, what a save by Joa Leino Mecklin! Absolute robbery at the last possible second. Pass for Noel Ahola, broken up. In the zone as Liam Roy spins off a forecheck. Spun to the line, broken up by Finland. 2-on-1 the other way. Brought in by Moisio with pass intended for Ahola, but was broken up by the Kings. 5:20 to go in the first. Finland looking to tie the game. Moisio sent it through the middle. Pardon me, that was Ahola, and missed everybody. Eli Piernes lost the handle on it. Now with speed, it's Liam Roy. Liam Roy with 5 to go in the first. Curls back right side, throws it in the middle. Touched up by Finland, but can't get it out. As Vili Vetalainen couldn't make the play. Back to the line, held in nicely by Christian Gallup. Across for a wide open Ty Paquette in front. Puck still loose. Play it down in front, great pass, they score! Fantastic passing play by the Kings. And it's 2-0 Montreal. Just a solid passing play, and Christian Gallup will be the beneficiary of it, and Montreal goes up 2-0. Face-off win for Montreal right off the face-off. But now it's picked up by Atos Manninen. Manninen drops in his zone for Haikala. Manu Haikala. Up the wing. Picked up by Montreal at the line. Finland keeps it alive. Manninen. Not for long though. And now Montreal counters the other way. Jackson Danton left side. Danton throwing it across. Banks off a skating in. Montreal will take it however it may come. And it's 3-0 Kings. We'll see who will get credit for the goal, but it is now 3-0 Montreal. Christian Gallup from Tyler Paquette and Alexis Randon was the goal that made it 2-0. But now Montreal leads it 3-0. As they say in the world of FIFA. Of course, the World Cup ongoing across Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Canada in action tomorrow against Qatar. Now for the puck along the half wall with 3:45 to go in the first. Finland down in a hole. Looking to change that though. It's Ahola walking in. Good stop made by Johnny Gritzas. Picked up by Paquette. Deep in his own zone, being pressured along the wall here by Sampo Moisio. Fired off the end wall again. 3:20 left in the first period, getting ahead of myself. 3-0 lead for Montreal. Good pass here by Gallup to set it up. Trying his way in, there was Paquette. Takes it around back of the net. Great pass in front. And Lino Mecklin makes the save. Yoel Leno Mecklin has seen a lot of shots here in the first period. 3 have gone past him. Mind you, one of them not really his fault, as Jackson Denton going to get credit for the goal at 4:02. His first of the tournament is unassisted. Face off to the left of Eleno Mecklin, won by Finland. There's the big presence of Jason Dalmeida. He breaks out that play. Poked forward. As Malinin couldn't advance the puck ahead. Now it's Liam Roy trotting in. Roy on the back of the net looking for an option. Sigleson in front. Almost finding a man in the form of Jaden Lalonde. Lalonde to the front of the goal again. Whack towards the net. And Leno Mecklin will glove that one down and hold on. .234 left in our first period here at the Sportsplex Pier Full. Face-off won by the Kings as Dalmeida took a bump from his man, but it was the Finn getting the worst of it. Dalmeida, such a dominating presence on the back end. On the back of the net goes Montreal, looking to get set up again. Looking to make it 4-0. Shot deflected. Alec Bouchard at the shot. It was blocked in front by a Finnish stick. And play halted on the cover by Leno Mecklin with 2:04 to go in period one. And another busy schedule coming up here on Rink 1 tomorrow. Starting off with Styhouse taking on the Manitoba All-Stars. Puck drop for that at 8 o'clock, then followed up by the Minnesota Machine taking on First Class Alberta at 9:30. And the East Coast Kings will take on these Montreal Kings at 11 o'clock to start off action on Rink 1 for day 3. 1:50 left to go in the period as it's brought in by Paquette. Wheels through, Paquette shoots. Leno Mecklin just got the glove on it. The Finns move it up ice. Karu along with Ahola. Ahola across the line, but offside are the Finns. Face-off coming just outside of the Montreal blue line. 1:33 left in this opening period. Ahola gets around his man. He'll look to shoot, trickling towards the net. And Gritsas able to kick that one away. 1:20 left. Around the boards for Ahola. Ahola fighting off his man, trying to center it in front, and he does. Great pass in front as Moisio couldn't finish it off. And here goes Montreal in transition. Great speed from Liam Roy. Burns the defender. Leno Mecklin with a great stop. With a minute left in the period. A great burst of speed from Liam Roy, but Yoa Leno Mecklin with one of his best saves of the day. We're now in the final minute of period 1. On the faceoff, back at try, rebound, and they score. Make it 4-0 Montreal. And the Kings are in the driver's seat here in period 1. As they pad on to the lead, and now lead it 4-0. And again, not much Leno Mecklin could do there as he made the save, but the rebound was up for the taking. And Montreal, give them credit, took no chances. Here comes Finland. Jackson Danton credited for the goal. That's his second in a row and second of the game. From Alec Bouchard and Theo Paré. Here come the Kings again. 5-hole. That one just trickles wide of the net. Montreal with a pick play at the line. Here they come again. Some good passing here, comes in front, and they score again. 5-0 Kings. And the Kings putting this one out of reach early, but still 2 periods to play. So the Kings continue to pour it on, now leading it 5-0. Jackson Danton with a pair in the first period. Picked up by Emil Malonen. Can't quite hold on with 5 seconds left of the period. One last chance here, and another goal just before the end of the period. With 0.6 left, and it's 6-0 Kings. And that'll do it for the first period. So Montreal adds one just before the buzzer. Alec Bouchard with 17 seconds left, and then a buzzer beater with 0.6 left. Montreal in full control, 6-0 after one here in the final game of Day 2 coverage at the 2026 Continental Clash. Back at the Sportsplex Pure Phone as we get ready for period 2 between Finland and the Montreal Kings. And the Kings dominating this one from the opening puck drop. Christian Gallup, the recent goal scorer from Paquette, and Rakan Boras with his first assist of the Continental Clash. As Finland's head coach trying to give some words of encouragement to his team. As Finland down 6-0. Keep in mind, the mercy rule officially kicks in the third period. If it remains a 5 or more goal lead. Second period underway. As the Finns trying to avoid any further damage than they already have. Into the Montreal zone it will go. As they battle behind the net. Already 30 seconds gone, and already a bit of physical play here in the period as Finland touring up the pressure a little bit. Theo Paré for Alec Bouchard. Bouchard comes in, fires. Good save by Leno Mecklin. As we take a look at the standings heading into this game, the Minnesota Machine and First Class Alberta, the only remaining undefeated teams in the tournament. They are both 4-0 after the conclusion of today's game, but the Minnesota Machine leading the way due to goal differential with 2 more goals than Alberta has. Manitoba up there in the top 3. They have jumped Everest Elite. Here's Montreal on the attack again. Good chance there for Paquette, denied by Leno Mecklin. Team Finland close to the bottom here, but they are thankfully not winless. If Stuyhouse and Battery remain that way, then Finland may be safe, but they will at least play in the grind. Here's a chance now, walking in is Bryn Yarson with an opportunity, and that is denied. But looks like the puck trickled in, but the official says no. So it remains 6-0 Montreal. 13:34 left in the second. Face off to the right of Gritsas. It is won by the Kings. Right to run the boards, held in by Emil Malinen. Back up the ice and racing back is Manu Haikola. Rantanen, ill-advised play picked off nicely there by Alexis Rendon. Monanen and Rantanen trying to find it. They can't. Jockeying for the puck. Montreal trying to find it. It goes towards the net. Great stick handling in front by Christian Gallup, and an even better save by Leno Mecklin. Comes back in front. Finland struggling to clear. Here's Gallup out in front. Kicked away by the toe of Leno Mecklin. He's lost his stick, but he's got the puck. And, oh, look out here. We got some pushing and shoving in front. As tempers flaring here from Finland. But the officials step in and will send everyone on their merry way. .12:43 on the clock here in the second period. Face-off is won by the Kings yet again. Down around the back of the net. The Kings get set up. Great pass in front. Nice standing. Blocker saved by Leno Mecklin on Sio Pare. Finland can't clear it out. Chance for Sheamus on the shoot. He does. Save made. Rebound. They score. 7-0 for Montreal. As again, which has been the story of the game, Leno Mecklin made the initial save, but the rebound too juicy for Montreal not to pounce on. So it is now 7-0 for the Kings as they are in full control. Off the face-off, Gabriel Manette will skid it ahead for Montreal. Manette taken in behind the net by Ville Vetalainen. Around the boards now, Noel Ahola. Penalty coming up to Montreal here. It's the first penalty of the contest. As a Finn taken down and struggling to get up. A roughing call on Gabriel Manette. And there is Ville Vetalainen is down on the ice and is struggling to get up. Bench staff out to check on Ville Vetalainen. Hopefully he is all right. We will not pan over as the coaching staff checking on him and helping him to his feet. And a nice round of applause as he's seemingly not putting any weight on, looks like his right leg. So Finland will be on the man advantage, but now they're down a man with Ville Vetalainen on the bench. So first power play of the game kicking in here for the Finnish, as a shot from the top of the slot came and was easily pushed away by Johnny Gritsas. Malinen got it up the wing, recollected by Eli Piernes. Piernes tried to play it deep. Around the boards, Montreal trying to move it out. Desjardins able to find Eloy Cyr, and he will dump it down for Montreal. Quarter of the way through this inaugural Finland power play. Backhanded by Siopare. Malinen gets it up. Good move here by Mila Pasika to create some room. Play back to the line. Off of the bench, it's Monanen. Played out in front. Here's a chance for Pasika. Can't pull the trigger. Winding up. Big slapper from Manu Haikola is blocked. And cleared back out by Montreal. And a big battle going on in open ice. And now taken down is Karu, and a penalty is coming again to Montreal. Leno Macklin was heading to the bench. And the Montreal bench not too pleased with the call, as the Kings will now be down 2 men. Cross-checking going to be the call, and Finland will get a 42-second power play, 5-on-3. And a big chance here to cut into this deficit, even though they're trailing 7-0. Again, if they can get to within 3, it'll warn out the running time for the third period. Played out of the zone by the Kings. Good work on this penalty kill, which has 25 seconds. Almost picked off in open ice there by Rendon. Brought in by the Finns, held on side. Elias Maninen towards the goal. Great glove save made by Johnny Gritsas. Face-off coming to the right of Gritsas. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the middle frame. If you're just joining us, 7-0 is the score in favor of Montreal. Played to the line but not out. Nicely held in by Malinen. His shot deflected off the stick of Bouchard. First penalty done. Now it's 5-on-4. Here's another shot. Good save, Gritsas. Finland 0 for 1 on the power play. They stay on the power play. They jab away at it. And Gritsas has got it and will hold. A minute 7 left in the second portion of this power play, which started as a 5-on-3. Face-off coming to the right of Johnny Gritsas. It is won by Montreal and moved out by Gabriel Manette. Manette, though, cannot part by Emil Malinen. And a hit from behind by Karu, and that's going to be a penalty against Finland. And there goes the remaining 53 seconds of the Finnish power play as Karu with a check from behind right in front of the Montreal bench. Faceoff will come to the right of Leno Macklin. In a game that is not gone well for Finland here today, a tournament that has not been very friendly to them. They're playing their best, but they've run into some pretty tough competition here in the first couple days, so best to just put this game behind them and refocus for a big day 3 tomorrow. Shot on goal, Leno Mecklin makes the save. Faceoff will come to the left of Leno Mecklin. 39 seconds left in 4-on-4. And the faceoff won by the Kings. They go to work on this. 4-on-4 even strength. Around the boards, nice little pickup here for Gallup, who gets it out in front. Unable to pull the trigger there was Ty Paquette. Paquette dancing out of the corner, nice pass in front for Gallup. He can't shoot it though, elects to go to the blue line for Desjardins. Desjardins for Gallup. Gallup behind the net now, gets the return pass. Trading passes as the power play for Montreal officially kicks in. So Finland 0 for 2 on the power play as a wraparound opportunity there is hit off the side of the net. Brynjarsson got it as far as the red line, brought back in immediately by Montreal. Beautiful move in towards the net. They score. Olivier Desjardins on the power play makes it 8-0 Montreal. Just full on control for Montreal since the opening puck drop. Power play goal to make it 8-0. And again, Finland got off to a great start in the tournament on day 1, winning their opening contest, but have since lost 2 in a row, looking to avoid it being 3 in a row, but right now it's not looking too good. As Leno Mecklin will cover for a face-off. It looks like they're actually going to put the game into running time here in the second period. So maybe a chance for this game to end sooner than we anticipated, as the game is already well out of reach. Siopare down low, back out in front. Leno Mecklin taking that one away on the rebound try for Siopare. Here's another shot on goal, and Leno Mecklin makes the save there too. Finland looking to move it out. Bank play off the boards. Sprung ahead. Here comes Atos Maninen. Maninen in, powering towards the net. Tried to get some help from Rantanen, but broken up by Montreal. Up comes Jackson Denton, powering to the net. Save made by Leno Mecklin, and the rebound collected by the Kings. Here's a shot from Almeida. Great tip in front there by Siopare, but denied by Leno Mecklin. 7 to go here in running time, second period. Forehanded back into the corner as the Kings need to regroup. Nick back up by Dalmeida. Dalmeida went off the skate of his teammate Manette. And spread it back in, approaching the halfway point of regulation. Or actually, we're well past the halfway point of regulation, I should say. As we have, as a matter of fact, 6.5 left to go, and now they've stopped the clock, so I'm a little confused. Running time is for the third period. So at least for the third period, we will get running time. Along the boards, Montreal continues to hold it in the O-zone. Another hit from Karu there, this time not going to be penalized as Moisio trying to take a whack at it. Sent up the wing by Glowacki. Now they'll Needle on the boards here as Karu again aggressive there along the boards. Picked up by Minette, spins, fires off the post. Picked up and moved out by Sampo Moisio. Turn it over immediately. And now it's Glowacki. Rodi Glowacki powering back in across the rink. Broken up by Finland. Here they come on a one-on-one. Sampo Moisio. One-on-one with Sheasan. Moisio couldn't quite spin it in front. And the Kings will move it out. Sheasan for Montreal on a 2-on-1. Sheasan in, shoots, glove save, Leno Mecklin. Back at the blue line, kept in by Glowacki, gets it down low for Liam Roy. Approaching the final 5 of the second stanza. This is Milo Pasica. Pasica, as Eli Piernis was hollering for it, slamming his stick, but he didn't receive it. Here come the Kings. Good pass across for Rakan Boras, who tries to fire it towards the net. And looks like they lost sight of the puck. Faceoff coming to the left of Leno Mecklin. Looks like he had it underneath him. Faceoff won by the Kings. Sear across quickly. Shot coming from Desjardins. That one partially deflected and went wide. Under 5 to go here in the second. 4:40 as a matter of fact. Rantanen for Manninen. Looking to return for Rantanen as he gets decked. Montreal trying to come the other way. Across the line. But coughed up as Eli Manninen back to get it. Second out in front as Paquette almost received the pass there from Rakan Boris. Rantanen with Manninen. Finds Manninen, but Manninen was looking the other way and the pass went right through his feet. And now fresh off of the bench, here's Karu driving in, pass in front, Rantanen. Broken up on the Montreal defense. Put back to the blue line, Passanen for Karu with an opening. He'll fire, save made. The rebound loose in front for Rantanen. His shot also denied. Rantanen shoots, missed the net wide. Another good look for him. Karu trips over the trapezoid. Passanen is going to get stepped around here. Here comes Desjardins. Desjardins couldn't shoot as Aino Passanen losing not only his stick but his left glove as well. 3 1/4 to go in the period. Here come the Kings again, but offside. .312 left in period 2. In a 7-0 lead for Montreal. Faceoff coming at the Finland blue line. Won by Montreal. Dalmeda tried to find Pate, but broken up by the Finns. Brynjarsson found it through the middle, but couldn't connect for Piernes. Under 3 to go in the period. Cleared around the boards, and Theo Pate through the middle. For Jackson Danton looking for the hat trick, and he's got it. Jackson Danton rings the iron and will ring in the Hattie for Montreal to make it 8-0. Just an impressive showing here from Montreal. They looked great in the opener yesterday, and they continue to impress. Glowacki back in his own zone. It's time winding down here in the second period. An 8-0 lead for the Kings. And again, period 3 will be running time. As again, I'm sure Finland would just love to put this game behind them. Manninen tries it through the middle, can't shoot it. Brought back up. Here's Gabriel Minette on the right wing. Put back to the line, Glowacki. Throw to Glowacki from the slot, fires and scores. Make it 9-0. And it looks like Jana Lalonde is going to head to the dressing room here. Looks like he might be hurt. I'm not entirely sure what happened. But Gina Lalonde going to the dressing room for Montreal. The scoreboard will say 7-0 due to the gap control for goal differential. But it is, in fact, 9-0. Here's a chance for Finland. Oh, my! Can you believe that save from Johnny Gritsas? Finland can't buy a goal right now. And offside are the Kings. My goodness, what a stop there by Johnny Gritsas. Even though his team already up 9-0, he's not stopping. That's a great save from him. .97 seconds left in period 2. But off the boards by Emil Mallinen. Rockenboras to Sheason. He'll shoot. Save made, rebound. And Montreal has put up the 10 spot. With a minute 22 left in the second. As this one really has just gotten away from Team Finland today. That's really all you can say about this one. Late into the zone as Finland looking to get up, get set up late here in the period. Noah Hola, as we're now in the final minute of period number 2, cycled in front. Manu Heikkila with a shot, and Sampo Moisio had a chance to pot on with a rebound but couldn't. Played up the boards by the Kings. Sent to the left-hand side. It's Alec Bouchard in front on a turnover. Leno Mecklin to save the rebound. Matt scramble for the puck, and it squirts free. Wrapped around the boards by Montreal. 30 seconds left to go in the period. And a hit there in the corner again by Karu, and another penalty is coming to Finland. Benjamin Karu with yet another penalty as a result of body checking. And Montreal will get its second power play of the evening. Already up 10-0. Montreal is back in action tomorrow against the East Coast Kings at 11 o'clock to kick off their third day of action. Here's Sheason with a shot save made, the rebound loose in front, and that one manages to stay out. 5 seconds left in the period. One last chance here before the period's end. They will not be able to get a shot on goal, and that'll do it for a one-sided second period as Montreal continues to pour it on, and they have a big 10-0 lead heading into the third period of play as we will wrap up with the third period, the final period of our Day 2 coverage of the 2026 Continental Clash on the World Sports Broadcast Network. Back here in Pure Fawn as we get ready for period 3, as it will be running time. With it being, the scoreboard says 7-0, but it technically is 10-0, but the online will show a 7-0 if this is how the game should finish. As Montreal will enter the zone. Finland looking to prevent further damage. Just looking to play damage control, basically, for the rest of this one. Thrown across the rink. Sent into the corner. Backhand try. Good save. Rebound. Slapped off the post. How did that one stay out? Manu Haikola. Not able to advance it forward for the Finns. Here comes Montreal again. Shot on goal. Good save by Eleno Mecklin. And again, as you can see, it is indeed running time here in period 3 with a technically 7-0 lead for Montreal. And a game that Finland will want to put behind them. They're going to have to. They're back in action tomorrow, as is every team. Montreal on the attack. Great pass by Rakin Boras to set it up. And Ryan Sheason goes top shelf. A short-handed goal, or a power play goal, excuse me, for Montreal. That's their second of the night. And Karu will come back to his bench after serving his penalty. Face off at center, won by the Finns. Sheason for Sio Pare. Pare on the half wall, dumps it back in. Emil Malinen going to be tested here in the corner. Picked up by the Kings as they bring it around. Pass in front. Shot comes. Good save by Eleno Mecklin. Eli Pirnes just able to poke it out for the Finns. At the line, but Quebec is just offside as Sio Pare tried to keep it alive, but Alec Bouchard unintentionally sliding across the line. Face-off won by the Kings. That's Tyler Paquette with the face-off win. Gallup's drop pass picked up. Paquette lost the handle. Now it's Maninen. Atos Maninen from Elis Maninen. And now Maninen getting into it in front of the Montreal bench. And you hope that this game or the score has already gotten out of control. You hope that the physicality does not. We saw that this morning with the Minnesota Machine and Quebec Hockey Club. And a lot of pushing here from Christian Gallup, and he is going to go to the box. And Christian Gallup will get 2 minutes as he looked up to the crowd for the moment, and the coach let him know about it and shaking his head in disappointment. And I have to agree, there's really no reason. So 4-minute double minor power play upcoming for the Finns. 0 for 2. They are on the power play. Set up the wing for Liam Roy. Roy stops up. Protecting the puck with 10.5 to go in the period. As again, it is running time. Now Carter takes this man in and moved out. And another penalty coming to Montreal. tripping call for Liam Roy. And a 5-on-3 power play for a full 2 minutes for the Finns. A chance to break that 0 up on the board, as you can see. The face-off is won by Finland to the line. Passanen. Cross, one-time blast. Heikkila with a good shot, but it's blocked by Montreal and cleared. Good job by C.O. Pare to gain the red line and dump it in, even though his team is on a 5-on-3 PK. Run into the zone by Ahola. Ahola for Moisio, his shot blocked by his own teammate. Finland looking to get reset, but won't have much time as C.O. Pare picks up and sends down. Heikkila for Ahola. Ahola coming in tight on the backhand. Save made by Johnny Gritsas. Right back shy of the blue line. Nicely held in by Heikkila. Now Moisio. Minute left in the extended 5-on-3. Heikkila waiting. Walking the line looking for an option. Heikkila still to the left side, Moisio, his shot, nice save by Gritsas. Rebound slapper from Heikkila. Didn't get all of it and moved out. Eloy Sear will wisely just dump it down. 35 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Piernes across the line, but Finland's going to be offside. 8 minutes left to go in period 3. 25 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Piernes loses the draw to Jackson Danton. Malinen to the left side, picked off again by Danton. He has had a great game today for Montreal. He's weaving in now. What a move by Danton on the backhand. Can't pull the trigger as Elis Manninen prevented him from registering the shot. Now it's a 5-on-4 as the first penalty expires. Here's a shot by falling Milo Pasaka. That one denied by Gritsas. 7:10 to go in the third period. More than halfway through the final frame. Pushed up. Liam Roy in with Alec Bouchard, walks to the net and fires it just wide. Played up the boards, and here comes Baldassar Brynjardsson. Elis Manninen able to get it to the middle, but good strip play there by Alec Bouchard. 45 seconds left in the Montreal penalty kill as play was down on the offside. 6:25 left to go in this hockey game. Well, looking over the schedule for tomorrow to kickstart day 3, the Manitoba All-Stars and Stuyhouse will get things started in Rink 1. Meanwhile, Team Finland, no rest for the wicked. They're back at it in about 12 hours' time. They'll take on Atlantic Apex on Rink 3. And meanwhile, at 9:30, First Class Alberta takes on Minnesota Machine, the battle of the only 2 undefeated clubs. That will change after tomorrow. One of those teams will be the only undefeated team left standing. Pulling the things out tomorrow here on rig number 1 will be the Boston Hockey Club and Everest Elite. And then Friday will be a short day for everybody as players and the parents will get a chance to explore Montreal on Friday with games starting at 8 o'clock and The final game's at 12:30, so everyone gets a chance to explore this beautiful province. But that is, of course, Friday. We'll worry about tomorrow's games, which Finland will be back in action, like I mentioned, in just over 12 hours' time. Final 5 here in the third period. As Montreal in complete control, leading it 7-0. Off through the middle by Tyler Paquette. Trying to drive around Ville Vetalainen. Harder into the boards. Goes to Montreal attacker. Ryan Chiasson with a nice move. Chiasson trying to dance his way to the net, but nullified by the Finnish defense. 4:20 left on the clock. After on the boards by Ville Vetalainen. Played up the wing for Brynjarsson. Picked off by Danton. Here he comes. Tried to dance to the middle. Nicely broken out by Elias Manninen. 4 minutes left to go in this one. Take off play again by Montreal, as trying to cut through the middle there was Alexi Arendo. Now here's the big Jason Dalmeida. Can't hold the line, and brought the other way by Joel Rantanen. Rantanen can't register a shot. Now one comes as that one deflected wide. 3:35 to go in the period. Along the line, unable to get it was Danton. Opportunity here for Elias Manninen to shoot out in front. Great save by Johnny Gritzis. Keeping that 0 up on the board. Finland not giving up though. Eino Passanen can't hold on to it. Here comes Danton the other way. They're going to dance around the defense. Another opportunity as Leno Mecklen's sprawling across. And the shot missed the net wide. 3 minutes to go. Thrown across as Olivier Desjardins will shoot, deflected high and bonk, way out of play. .235 left. As Montreal, like I mentioned, dominant from the opening puck drop. And Finland has not really had a chance to respond, is probably the best way of looking at it. On the back of the net, picked up by Emil Malinen. Malinen. Final 2 minutes as Montreal will flip it ahead. They try to come across the line, but it's picked up by Nola Hola. Ahola lost the handle on it, and Montreal's got it behind the net with 100 seconds left. Ville Vetalainen. Sent up by Ahola. Sio Pare sent it through the middle. Montreal staying on the attack. Centering pass broken up by Sampo Moisio. Minute 15 left. As Montreal will skate to a 3-1 record to wrap up their second day of competition, while Team Finland will fall to 1-3 as we're now in the final minute. And a healthy slash there from Sampo Moisio, and the official caught it. Delayed penalty against Finland. And they will call Moisio for the slash. The Montreal bench asking the official to just cancel out the penalty. But I don't think the official is going to oblige. At this point of the game, what's the point? The game's already done. And Montreal is just going to run the clock. The Montreal Kings preserve the shutout. Johnny Gritz's perfection against the Finns. Your final score here in the final game of day 2, 7-0 in favor of the Kings de Montreal. And don't forget, we will be back on the air tomorrow to kick off day 3 of the Continental Clash. Manitoba All-Stars Stuyhouse will get us started here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Whether you just joined us or have been with us all day long, thank you so much for spending your Wednesday here with us in Montreal. And we hope you can join us again tomorrow for our continuous coverage of the 2026 Continental Clash here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. On behalf of our entire WSBN crew, my name is Thomas Mercy. Thank you so much for spending your time with us, and we hope you can join us again tomorrow for another presentation of the Continental Clash on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't do it for the name that's on the back. We just do it for the logo on the front. All that clout chasing, we don't run with that. We just put the whole squad on the hunt. Yeah. Yeah, we bleed for the shield, never for the self. True success ain't